Hey guys, I'm Dan and welcome back to my studio. So today I will show you guys my collection of shark figures, okay? Because many of you guys have been asking me to do a sharks collection video. So let's do it today. Let me show you guys where I am keeping all my shark figures, okay? Let's go. Okay, so this is basically where I keep all my shark figures. I don't have space to display all of them, so I'm actually keeping them inside a drawer like this. So let me show you guys. There are also some sharks inside this box as well. Okay, check this out. There are some sharks inside this box as well. We also have a few prehistoric sharks in the shelf, so I'm gonna show you guys, okay? So let's go. Okay guys, so let's begin, okay? First one right here is actually a Goblin shark. This figure, I think we got this from like Toys R Us. It's a pretty cool one. Okay, you can actually press this little fin and the jaw will actually move. At the same time, you can see it actually has different rows of teeth, which is accurate. Okay, next up, another one which is quite similar. I think, if I'm not wrong, this is from the National Geographic set, and this is also another Goblin shark. I feel this one is actually more accurate when it comes to the representation of the face, because the Goblin shark actually looks like this when it extends its mouth to eat the prey. Okay, next we have a great white shark. This figure, it's not from Toys R Us, nor is it from National Geographic. I think we got this from like I can't remember, AliExpress, I guess. Yeah, it came in the set, so it has like plenty of like whales and sharks. So this one is pretty cool. Next one is actually a whale shark. This came along with the great white shark in a bundle. Okay, so I think this figure is kind of nice because there's actually plenty of articulation. Okay, so Hammerhead shark is a pretty cool shark. You guys know there's actually a function of the hammerhead. So this hammerhead is basically used to pin down the prey, for example like stingrays, while they feed on the stingray like this. Okay, so it basically used the head to press it down and eat it. Very cool. Next, we have another great white sharks. So in this box you will find plenty of great white sharks in my collection. Okay, plenty of great whites. Okay, let's move on. This one is a beautiful tiger shark. You can see it has like plenty of stripes across the body. So that's basically how it got its name, okay? Let's see what else we've got. A basking shark. I think this has got to be one of the most ferocious looking shark. When you look at the face, it actually looks very scary with the mouth wide open, but this is in fact a pretty docile shark. It is a filter feeder, which is similar to the whale shark. And speaking of filter feeders, do you guys actually know what are filter feeders? So they basically take in all the water and they'll filter out all the small food particles. For example, like small little krill. Yeah, pretty cool. So they're pretty harmless towards humans. And here we have I think this can pass on as a Megalodon, or it could be a great white shark. Nice one. We also have an orca. A nice orca right over here. Beautiful one. Oh, why is the orca doing here? No, orcas are not supposed to be in this video because they are actually not sharks. They are more like dolphins, so I beg your pardon. This one shouldn't be in this collection video. Another great white. Seems like there are plenty of figures with like articulation on the jaw. Next, we also have another Goblin shark right over here. This one is from the National Geographic set. Scallop hammerhead shark. You can see plenty of curves and bumps on its hammerhead, different from the actual hammerhead shark. This is supposed to be a Megalodon. This figure has been with me for quite some time, guys. Quite a number of years, I guess. Yeah. This one was actually given to us by a Dan Safarian, one of our viewers. So he was very nice. He sent us quite a number of shark figurines. This one is also a tiger shark. Another great white shark over here. Beautiful one. What is this, guys? It seems to be a shark ray. Yes, I think so. This one right here, it should be a blue shark. Yep, it's known as a blue shark. I didn't give this name on my own, so this is basically known as a blue shark. I guess they are very blue in color. Hammerhead shark baby, this figure, it's pretty new. I think we got this like earlier this year, or it could be last year, I can't remember. This, it's another really beautiful great white shark figure. I think I rate this as one of our best figures. Yep, really beautiful. I think this is from Papo. Megamouth shark, they're not easy to find as well as their figures. The figures are not easy to find as well. So Megamouth sharks can only be found in the really deep ocean waters. Not kidding you. So they are very rare to find, which is quite similar to the Goblin shark. Hard to find. Another great white. So you can see this figure, the paint is kind of like coming off. Hammerhead shark, I think we have two of these figures. Thresher shark, you can easily recognize this shark by its very long tail right here. If I'm not wrong, this one right here should be a pointer shark. Next, a lemon shark. This shark basically got its name from its own color, which is kind of like yellowish. Okay, moving on. This, it's a black tip reef shark, if I'm not wrong. Yes, a black tip reef shark. You can see all the fins. It has a black shading at the end. Kind of cool. Another scallop hammerhead shark. This is basically the same figure. Some figures we have two of them. I have no idea why. This one right here, it should be a zebra or a leopard shark. Let's take a look. Yes, it's a leopard shark. Do you guys know that leopard and zebra sharks, they are basically the same type of sharks? The patterns will change over the years, which is why, you know, sometimes they're called zebra sharks, sometimes they're called leopard sharks. And here is another one, I guess, a zebra shark. So they're basically the same shark, just with, you know, different patterns on its body. This, it's a bamboo shark, if I'm not wrong. So you can see it as like patterns. I'm not too sure whether the patterns on its body is, you know, how it got its name. Yeah, because it has the stripes which resembles the patterns on the bamboo plant. This, it's an oceanic white tip shark. Yeah, it's a stripe. Beautiful one. We got this figure relatively recently, a couple of months back. I think we are running out of sharks to purchase anyway. I think we have collected most of them. And this one right here is actually a nurse shark. Sawfish, if I'm not wrong, this one should be a type of shark. I've done some research, I think so, I can't remember. So if I got this wrong, if this is not a shark, please forgive me, okay? Alright, let's move on. This, it's a mako shark. Okay, it looks like the blue shark. You know, the previous one that I've shown you guys. It has some similarities, I must say. Basking shark, I've explained this to you guys just now, okay? Another sawfish. Let's see, what else we've got? Shark ray for sure. Another megamouth shark. This is from the National Geographic set. Basking shark, not the best looking one. The quality of this figure is quite bad. This is known as a robber gang. They do look like, you know, the shark rays, but I think this is known as the robber gang. Very cool. This one right here could be known as a ghost shark. I'm not exactly sure because this figure looks very inaccurate, I must say. Great white, another really beautiful great white. Short fin mako shark. Yep, I think mako sharks are actually one of the aggressive sharks out there. I just read a recent report that a mako shark just attacked a human. Hammerhead shark baby, the same figure. This one is also a very beautiful great white shark, very unique when it comes to the face sculpt. This is probably, I'm not too sure what this is, probably a mini zebra shark. Another pointer shark. Mini tiger shark. What is this? Another hammerhead shark. This is a bull shark, one of the most aggressive sharks out there as well. There are plenty of attacks on humans recorded by this shark. Not too sure why is the bottlenose dolphin doing here. This is definitely in the wrong box. And here's a great white. And another great white. We have plenty of great whites. Another hammerhead shark. Okay, with a different... This is actually a different figure. Sand tiger shark. I think from what I've heard is that this is like the most ravenous looking shark out there, but they're actually very timid. They will actually avoid humans, so they do look ferocious, but they don't attack humans. I mean, relatively as compared to great whites and bull sharks. This is a bonnet head shark. You can see it has like a little hammerhead, but it's way shorter than a hammerhead. White tip reef shark right here. Okay, you can see it is white tip. Just now I've shown you guys an oceanic white tip shark, but this one is a white tip reef shark. It's a different one. Fruit shark, our one and only fruit shark figure. Okay, I don't have much facts about this, but they do look kind of cool. This is probably a carpet shark, a robber gang. I have no idea what type of shark this is. It could be a bull shark. This is a grey reef shark. Yes, that's right. Dolphin's not supposed to be in this one. Dolphin's not supposed to be here. Dolphin's not supposed to be here. This one, I have no idea what this is. Probably a fruit shark. A zebra shark, or you can call this a leopard shark. I think leopard shark will be a better name for this because it has spots rather than stripes. And the rest are basically just some very small little figures of sharks, a mix of hammerhead sharks and probably bull sharks and great whites. Okay, thanks for watching this video, guys. Okay, so now I'm just going to keep all my sharks back into the boxes. I mean, in this box. So thanks for watching this. I will see you guys in the next one. I mean, if you guys want to stay on and watch me keep my sharks, please feel free to stay on. If not, you guys can actually check out my next video. So if you guys do not know, my name is Dan. So I actually have a couple of channels. I do have a dinosaur channel named Dan Surprise. If you do not know, you can go and subscribe to Dan Surprise. I also have a gaming channel. Yep, the gaming channel is actually known as More Dan. So subscribe to them. You can go onto my channel, click on the channels tab. You'll be able to find all my channels over there. Okay, so yeah, I mean, if you support me, you want to support my other channels, please feel free to subscribe to my other channels as well. I mean, this is Dan Safari. It's a smaller channel than Dan Surprise for sure. But yeah, I think we do have our own followers who really enjoy animal figurines. Okay, I know that this is not the best way to keep my animal figures, but I have no choice. My house, I mean, we usually just display dinosaur figures. Hopefully we are able to display animal figures. Yeah, I think that would be cool. I think we can do so. I'm planning to purchase like a more shelves in the future, but I think this is actually a much faster way for me to display all my animal. I mean, not display it, for me to like keep all my figures, all my animal figures. And when I want to make a video, I just take out the entire drawer. Yeah, and we can make a video like really fast, and it's easy for me to keep my figures as well. When I keep my dinosaur figures, it's kind of difficult. Yeah, it's very difficult because there are so many compartments, so many shelves for us to display. So sometimes it can get quite difficult and troublesome. So for the animals one, I prefer to keep them in boxes like this. It's very easy for me to keep. Yeah. Okay, I think we are almost done keeping. There's still a box. So let me pick up the box. So this box is basically where I keep some of the bigger figures, as you guys can see. Okay. I'm just gonna put them inside. Yeah, this box is basically for me to put the huge figures like this. Okay, I am done keeping. So, I mean, you guys, I'm just gonna show you guys where I put my figures. So this one goes right here. Oops, wrong side, but I think it's fine. Doesn't really matter. Okay, so this box will go over here. It's hard for me to hold on to my camera while I'm slotting this in to the drawer. It's not easy, but let me try, okay? So yeah, like this. Let me just put the camera down first. Okay. Oops. That's a sneak peek of my feet. Alright, yeah, that is all guys. Thanks for watching this. I'll see you guys in the next one, okay? Thanks and goodbye.